Hello everyone, we're Team 3. Our readings dealt with mobility, economy, and transformation, and our assignment for Segment 2 had to do with two things. First, Wright's aim behind the home in general and in relation to mobility and constructability, and second, the way that topic may have transformed our smart homes today and in the future. What we are about to talk about is not just any home, but one that Wright designed with a concern for democracy and affordability. He called it Usonian Automatic, and we'll unpack this through the presentation.
So what you're about to see are a series of video clips. Some of them might be familiar to you, material that we have found on YouTube and on the internet that really explain probably better than we can in words how especially the smart homes might impact our lives, how we can easily abuse the idea of smart technology to become passive and disengaged human beings. So these are the headlines and back to talk about these ideas.
Our group will be talking about the home and apartment in Broadacre City as perceived by Frank Lloyd Wright. Wright's expertise in Usonian houses made us explore his ideal behind the Usonian lifestyle, which looks at Americans leading an organic lifestyle with a sense of freedom. Introducing the machine can overwhelm the resident by creating a fear of him becoming the machine's victim. However, Wright's lifestyle proposes a utopia where the machine empowers a man to achieve his daily accomplishments, which is further discussed in The Living City. Being the creator of Usonian lifestyle, we will see the characteristics of the Usonian house through the following videos such as Toy Hall, the Roland House, and Hannah House. Deducing the characteristic of such houses into architectural construction techniques, Wright proposes a new type of machine that can help man construct his own home. This is explained in the reading Do-It-Yourself Usonian Automatic System.
Wright had been very much worried about the past. His whole Broadacre city was about the production and consumption, making sure that the two are balanced well together in a similar way. Our current homes are very much about trying to make that a reality, maximizing the balance as much as possible.
Wright envisioned a nation of low-cost Usonian homes that dotted the country, each with their own land, with the ultimate goal of ridding America of congestion.
Then having a great commodity belt around it, peace, comfort, and every establishment would be appropriate to every man.
Balance between embracing new technologies like the car on one hand and respecting the natural world on the other. So here's what we can learn from Wright's architectural philosophy. He used new technologies in such a way that his buildings improved both the surrounding landscapes and its inhabitants' lifestyles. Frank Lloyd Wright straddled the line between incorporating new technologies and a respect for the site and the natural world. At times, he leaned to one side or the other, but that's what makes his buildings so captivating. A constant search for the middle ground between comfort, technology, and reverence for the natural world. Wright's designs for his Usonian homes, which were cheap, unassuming homes constructed for the middle-class American.
In this section, we're looking at an example of these Usonian homes. They were made from concrete blocks, which Wright had designed with the idea that they were going to be shipped onto the site of construction and that the owner or the client on the other side was going to use their own mobility as a way to put things together, giving them the power to control the extent and the expense of this home. And because of these scalable modules, the home could expand in the future.
From the article Do-It-Yourself Usonian Automatic Systems by Matthew Skujongberg, took a look at the relations to how we find/choose our dwellings and the systems that Frank Lloyd Wright created that would democratize the housing market. A quote that was pulled from the segment was Wright invented a new construction system that did not rely on machines or trained craftsmen, but instead was simplified, open-ended, and accessible to non-experts, a self-build. In this way, the Usonian automatic system approximated democratic relationships between self-reliant and community, between individual initiative and cooperative actions. This allows access to architectures to the mass population. But today, the majority of houses are mass-produced, leading to neighborhoods that don't work with the community, that don't provide different spaces that the community will use to its full potential, but instead having these stock molds that are just being placed from city to city, state to state, of a specific blueprint of this many parks, this many housing, and this amount of sidewalks, which leads to a community that's not enrooted with its surroundings, but instead is disjointed and disorienting to people who are trying to make it their home, trying to navigate.
The concept of living city by FLW, that is harmony between architecture, nature and technology, making technology a tool to advance human lives. A quote from the assigned readings. This Broadacre concept of city planning simply means that any building in any place of whatever kind is concerned first with the newest sense of space, in spaciousness, and of the nature appropriate to purpose and materials.
So, as seen in part 1, we're showing Wright's philosophy of smart homes and how that means that the owner contributes to its construction to make it their own. In the remainder of the presentation, part 2 and 3, we're talking about how technology and smart homes is advancing and we're in danger of possibly letting it go too far.
In today's times, homes are becoming smarter. Technologies and machines aid houses, allowing it to become more accessible to its residents. With the majority of the population shifting into work from home, we question ourselves how much we can use the Usonian automatic system. And to what extent will the machine help us, and to what extent will be dependent on such technologies? This will be discussed further through the reading Designing the Home of the Future.
In this portion of the presentation, we're showing how our lives coexist with technology. The vertical and horizontal expansion of cities is taking over the natural landscape and leaves behind scars of industrialization. Frank Lloyd Wright believes that taking away from others natural rights to space, privacy, and light, the result never a monstrosity like today's typical mercantile success, those massive urban apartments. In the following clip, we'll be showing how spaces can be transformed. Can Wright's idea of mobility and empowerment be manifested in the way the bed and the chair fold and unfold, move, and give us the power to transform our spaces? In the next clip, housing mobility will be shown. Is the ability to move our home giving us more freedom? In this example of a movable home, it's performing a function similar to the RV. The extent to which the home is also a car, it's also a place of recreation. We're beginning to touch on that idea of the RV and how we can take our homes with us on the road. This may be a result of what's embedded in us, that desire to maintain touch with the things that belong to us. This next video shows our current situation where our work and home space are together as one, and we can think about how that affects technology and its need to advance to accommodate working remotely.
Oh, time to go to work. You can't beat me in this, bruh. Run it back. You can't beat me. This is your trap. Oh, what time? Is it 2 o'clock? Okay, I have a call. Shh, stop. Seriously. Hey, team. How are you? Oh, what are you? You go first. Yeah. Can you not hear me? Can you? Yeah, we got all my roommates here on the Wi-Fi. It's just kind of. I'll get that to you by EOD. You got it. You got it, boss. No problem. Love you. Okay. Yeah. Bye. Got it. Packed my lunch today. I don't know. Just kind of. It's a routine. I just did it out of habit. Thanks for jumping on the call, everyone. I know everyone's working remotely. Hey, you working remotely or remotely working? I said, are you working remotely? I will reach out to them, make sure we're kind of all aligned on the same page, and then I'll try to get that by the end of the next.
This section of videos showed us the modern lifestyle, how homes coexist with technology, a vertical expansion of cities, further going in interiors with collapsible and smart furniture, and due to the current pandemic situation, the need for technological advancements due to the lifestyle of work from home. A quote from the reading: no man content to build for himself by taking away from others natural rights to space, privacy, and light. The result, never a monstrosity like today's typical mercantile success, those massive urban apartments. So we go further into futuristic life in the next part.
Thinking about the future of homes, it is quite evident that man is becoming more independent on technology. Looking at technology as machine makes us question Rice's ideals of Usonia. It also makes us wonder about whether the machine still empowers man or that it makes him lazy. The idea of a home is getting overwhelming for its resident, going back to the initial fears of man being overpowered by the machine.
The next video shows the transition between manual versus automated lifestyles. We can think about how the need for human intervention might become obsolete.
I had an accident at work. I think I ruined my shirt.
I'm sure I can fix that for you. Let me take a look at it.
You want a drink first?
Mm-hmm. Pour me one, will ya? I'm trying a new recipe. I just need a bit more practice.
Don't fuss.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. The weather in Malibu is 72 degrees with scattered clouds. The surf conditions are fair with waist to shoulder high lines.
In the following clip, we're thinking about how technology is used as a tool and if we're controlling technology or if it's controlling us.
I haven't all morning, so let's hover over to the driving range and hit a few virtual balls into space.
Nah, we did that yesterday. I don't want to do that.
Well, then what do you want to do?
I don't know. Something.
Wow.
Make a play, scream.
No, it doesn't sound.
Look, I'm tired of
So
it.
what's next week?
If you can't fold the straws,
No,
the episode isn't any good.
But over here.
Whoa.
This next video shows an example of our reliance on technology in our near future. Have our lives adapted to need this reliance now? The next video is showing how the use of an app can affect our future transportation. Do you see the future of transportation getting in the way of one's ability to transport freely?
Another project for a means of transport of the future has been developed by a team of engineers under the direction of the genius behind the idea, Tommaso Gacellin. According to one of the developers, this passenger vehicle will become the main means of transport in the city. It's based on modular systems. Each cabin module can be a personal transport system for the passengers or interact with each other, getting together directly on the track in the form of a train or a traveling device. Therefore, the module becomes a convenient and efficient means of transport, depending on the density and number of passengers.
The following clip is a video of how smart homes may be transformed, and we can think about how technology may be able to hinder our ability to perform simple actions like unlocking a door.
Playing jazz.
Smoothie.
Making smoothie. No meetings today. Remember? Dentist. At 9:30.
Open door.
Door open.
And we're gonna do one more.
Oh yeah. Open door.
Wrong voice command.
Open door.
Wrong voice command.
Open door.
Repeat that.
Open door.
I didn't understand that.
Hey, open door.
Play on the floor.
Get on the floor. Open the door.
Wrong
Open the door.
command. Error.
Hey, there. With a rock. Open door.
This last video clip is showing the scars of industrialization, how this harmony between nature and infrastructure might be becoming something rare in new cities.
This is called farming. You kids are gonna grow all kinds of plants. Vegetable plants, pizza plants. It's good to be home.
Throughout this presentation, we've been thinking about this quote provided by Frank Lloyd Wright saying, "What will the nation that is an organic, comprehensive new city be like if we would thus design and build it instead of letting it build itself?"
So all these videos show the future lives, the automated homes and smart systems which are restraining our ability to understand. The level of advancement is conquering today's world step by step. But even after all this, we hope to go back to nature. As FLW says that we should maintain a harmony between nature and technology. So this is one of the quotes from the reading, that is, cooperative apartment houses might be erected for immured, untrained urbanities, desiring to enjoy the beauty of the country, but yet unable to participate in creating or operating it. And on this note, we would like to conclude our presentation and move forward to discussion. Thank you.